Changes in labor organization. Synopsis. The drive to produce cloth started the transformation of the American system of labor, which drastically changed the lives of Americans. A new system, called piecework, divided much of the production into steps performed by different workers. In this new system, merchants or investors sent out or put out materials to individuals and families to complete at home. These independent laborers then turned over the partially finished goods to the owner to be given to another laborer to finish. As early as the 1790s, however, merchants in New England began experimenting with machines to replace the piecework system. Because of this, merchants and factory owners relied on the theft of British technology and knowledge to build the machines they needed, as Britain was the first to industrialize. This is a modern depiction of the piecework system. As said before, American factory owners relied on the theft of British technological knowledge. Thus, Lowell had spent 2 years in Britain observing and touring mills in England. He committed the design of the powered loom to memory so that no matter how many times British custom officials searched his luggage, he could smuggle England's industrial know-how into New England. He is also whom the city of Lowell, Massachusetts is named after. In this mill, there was complete control over all aspects of production. Spinning, weaving, dyeing, and cutting of cloth was now completed in a single plant. This essentially reorganized and centralized the American manufacturing process. Thus, the American factory was born. Because of this large supply of eager workers, Lowell's vision brought a rush of capital and entrepreneurs into New England and the first manufacturing boom in the new republic. Some shoemakers, for instance, abandoned the traditional method of producing custom-built shoes at their home workshop and instead began producing larger quantities of shoes in ready-made sizes to be shipped to urban centers, aka more mass production. Slowly, factories replaced shops. Theoretically, workers could work when and where they wanted. But hierarchy was evident. Employers had financial security and political power. Employees faced uncertainty and powerlessness in the workplace. In 1825, a group of journeymen in Boston formed a carpenters' union to protest their inability to maintain a family at the present time with the wages which are now usually given. It was Lincoln's essential belief that undergirded the Northern commitment to free labor and won the market revolution with much widespread acceptance. I made two connections. One was to child labor laws, which were essentially established because children were the ones working the factories, and women's rights movements, as the experience of mill women demonstrate the factory employment not only brought women's works out of the home, but provided women a collective experience that supported their participation in the world of a broader social reform. Lowell women became involved in anti-slavery, moral reform, labor reform, peace reform, and women's rights campaigns. My first question was, who is Francis Cabot Lowell, and what did he do? The second one is, how does the piecework system function, and what led workers' rights movements?